Nanabi, don't you think? I mean,
we are a country of laws, but sitting member of parliament. Then you bring people here armed to the teeth. Say that.
Can never be arrested.
Then they should arrest all of us.
What is happening in there? What is happening?
I also attended another set of how can we be
A lawyer.
okay, so they remember why.
You are live on TV. Nobody can cover anyone. Truth will stand. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you.
So this morning we heard of this intimidation and harassment from the NIB. We least expected such a step to be taken by government by using agents of the state. Our country is a country of democracy.
Yes.
I'm reiterating a point. His Excellency President Mahama, I don't see him as a politician. I see him as a statesman because his term is his final term. So those who work under him should help him to leave a legacy.
Yes.
What we are experiencing shouldn't be part of his legacy. 4 years is far, but near. Ghana has been in this exercise for years, and we don't need what we've experienced this morning. The caucus expressed a view through its authorized member, Mr. Ntim Fordjour, a reverend minister and a politician. If government disagree with views expressed, government can also tell a side of the story. This is democracy. It's not about we are inviting you, you come with armed men. You know, about 20 of them. We don't need it. If you disagree, you disagree. In any event, the member the caucus is calling for a bipartisan inquiry into this matter. We should be able to judge all. But, well, they have de-escalated, they've left, they've gone back to wherever they came from. We want to assure the government that we will cooperate if they approach things in a different manner.
Absolutely.
But we will not be intimidated. We are few, but a mighty few and a happy few. You know, there are serious matters for the state to consider. Joblessness, people need jobs, the Galamsey issues. So far, they have not demonstrated seriousness in dealing with the Galamsey. If some agent of the state would want to pay attention to trivialities,
This is democracy.
then it is going to be the beginning of the end of this government. And it is not necessary. They should stop it. We are there to engage them. But let me make it very clear that Reverend cannot be made an example. Reverend is not a loner. He has not walked. He will never walk alone.
And he spoke for the minority. A ranking member, of course.
As a caucus, we have our various committee heads. And he is the leader of the Defense and Interior Committee
Man of the moment.
of our caucus. And he speaks for the caucus. And he expresses the views of the caucus. So nobody should make any attempt to single him out and try to come here, intimidate him. He walks through this unfortunate valley of the shadow of death. But he will fear no evil. Because he works with his God. And the strength of the mighty 88 behind him. So please, government officials, enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Stop it. Let's engage. We are political actors. Let's assure the people that we are ready to uphold the promises of the Constitution and democracy. This must stop. Thank you very much. That's been a conversation.
We are a country of laws, but sitting member of parliament. Then you bring people here armed to the teeth. Say that. Then they should arrest all of us.
What is happening in there? You've been in there. What is happening? Why are you all here?
Well, there's a reason for us to be here. It is said that a man's desire for democracy or man's capacity for justice makes democracy possible. But our inclination to injustice makes democracy necessary. What we are seeing in our country with a government that is in place, having come into office democratically, is using the security services to intimidate and abuse the rights of our citizens. And I think that's why we're here. We don't understand why the expression that our honorable member put out, freedom of speech, the right to freedom of speech cannot be impeded. It's guaranteed, it's fundamental in our Constitution. But for reasons that he's expressed his concerns, a man who is a ranking member of the Defense and Interior Committee is not allowed today to express himself. That's why we're here. We see an intimidation, we see a harassment of citizens in our country, and we think that we must all rise up because of the inclination to injustice. All of us must stand and speak and defend democracy.
It is not the first, neither would it be the last, that people in this country will be arrested for free speech. And when are we going to end all of this?
Well, that's why we must stand and defend it. That's why we're here. Your question, we're here to make sure that the government knows that we will not stand for this intimidation.
It's obvious the NIB wanted to arrest him and try to make a show of him for what, on behalf of the caucus, he articulated. And so you saw the entire leadership and members of the caucus come here, because he doesn't speak on his own. He speaks for the entire caucus. And so everybody was here. We had some good interactions, and there's clarity. Nobody will be intimidated. Okay? The minority has a right to raise issues and exercise oversight. Let's go this way. And that oversight will be exercised. And if we elect anybody to speak on any matter, that person speaks on behalf of the caucus. Now, even if the person is a whistleblower, look at the Whistleblowers Act, Act 720. Even if the person is a whistleblower, you are barred by law from intimidating that person. What is all of this about? Over 20 gun-wielding NIB officials here because the minority has expressed a position on a matter and has asked for public. When the MV Benjamin matter took place, a whole public inquiry, Georgina Wood was in the chair, a whole public inquiry was held to try and understand it. What is that the government is afraid of? For which reason, when the man speaks, then you send about 20 NIB gun-wielding, I'm sure you saw them, gun-wielding AK-47 cocked all over the place, wearing masks and hoodies.
Did they get access to his room? Did they get access to him as a person? How long have they been staying here before leaving?
Currently, they are not here. We were there with him. And had some sort of interactions with them. I won't go into details of
with the NIB official.
Yes, we had some interactions with them. Constitutionally, you cannot just pick up a member of parliament like that. And more so when the caucus, the entire minority caucus, is holding a press conference on a matter, and I'm elected to address it, or he's elected to address it, and you send about 20 gun-wielding, AK-47-wielding NIB officers to his house for what? Because he raised questions about something and asked that the government should investigate something. And I'm telling you the precedent. MV Benjamin, public inquiries were held. So
I'm interested in what are the remedies for him if it comes out clearly that his immunity or his privileges
expressed in parliament, a minority caucus expresses a position in parliament, and you say the person who articulated it has vacated his immunity. Which law is that?
No, I'm asking, there's an established protocol that when you want to interrogate or arrest an MP, you need to write to the speaker, seek his permission and all of that. If that is breached, what are the remedies for it?
It is even a second matter. The first matter is that when the minority caucus expresses a position on a matter, we held a press conference on financial matters. Others held press conference on other things. You don't go after the spokesperson of the minority. It has never happened in Ghana's history. Is this the